estate was one of the industries that was severely hampered by the pandemic's effect and the lockdown. However, the trend has been positive for the past year or so. As seen in the residential data, demand continues to lift the sector despite rising rates and margin contraction concerns. Now, in a rising interest regime, large housing financiers have lowered the interest rates on housing loans to maintain demand. Lenders like the Housing Development Finance Corporation, State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, and Bank of Maharashtra have lowered their home loan rates by 15 to 30 basis points since the middle of October. Now, only high-quality consumers with strong credit ratings are eligible for the exception rates, which are part of a special festive season offering. Now, the rate reductions are intended to maintain competition in the competitive home loan market and also to encourage and sustain recent consumer demand for home ownership. When we talk about housing sales, despite the recent consecutive repo rate hikes by the RBI, the Indian residential sector is expected to remain robust in the festive quarter. Housing sales in Q3 of calendar year 22 across the top 7 cities rose about 4% quarter over quarter and 41% year over year. However, going forward, demand may be impacted by rising interest rates that have not yet reached their peaks and the increase in prices brought on by input cost inflation. As most of us are aware, the Indian rupee has been making headlines every day in recent months as it reaches new lows. Now, this is on the back of a strong US dollar. As the dollar remains king, the RBI has been very keen on permitting trade in the Indian currency. Now, in the most recent news, RBI has given a nod to Canara Bank and HDFC Bank for rupee trade with Russia. The RBI in July introduced a new mechanism for international trade settlement in rupees. Now, with our trade deficit being at all-time highs on a monthly basis, this proposed mechanism is aimed to stabilize the Indian rupee and reduce our trade deficit. Now, most of us are aware that India has been importing bigger amounts of crude oil from Russia after sanctions were imposed on Russia over the Ukraine war. Now, enabling importers to pay for buying oil and coal in rupees would help preserve dollar assets and take the pressure off the rupee. What does this news mean for you? The growth in the real estate sector looks promising considering solid residential sales despite several headwinds. This will have an indirect positive impact on you. The RBI's approval of HDFC Bank and Canara Bank is a concrete step in an attempt to boost the rupee trade mechanism. This will have an indirect positive impact on you. While I say this, me, Merlin Zan, signing off. Take care and stay invested.
Did you like watching this video? Then download our app Informed Investor to watch more such informative and interesting videos.